Сиэтл, крупнейший город на северо-западе США, где родились Томас Колтон и Остин Шепард-Падалеки, приютил в эти выходные очередную конвенцию по сериалу «Сверхъестественное».
So I have two sons that are Seattleites, Onians. What? Yeah. Maybe some of you don't know, but both my sons were born in Seattle. So I love this city.
It's all right. They got to Texas as quickly as they could.
Winter hit, and they were like, "We're going to Texas."
На утренней панели Джеи выглядели отдохнувшими, полными сил и особенно нежно смотрели друг на друга. От Джареда исходило необычайно трогательное обаяние, а Дженсен гипнотизировал его и аудиторию своим бархатным.
Hey, listen, I don't know what just happened in the blocking, but something this just took an emotional turn in the scene. Would you mind if we did my coverage first? Because I don't know if that's going to stick around if I do it too many times, it might get stale. And I want to do it while I'm fresh. That way, the other two actors can see what's happening, and when they get their coverage, they can react accordingly. So there's a bit of a game plan there. So we did that, and it got emotional. And then what was crazy was because the scene and because I was looking at it that way was so heavy. When they turned around and I was off camera, still just waterworks, and I'm like, all right. And I remember the other actor.
I was like, Jensen's like playing this up.
Убаюкав публику легкими шутками и улыбками, они неожиданно коснулись старой серьезной темы их разлада в первом сезоне. К счастью, первого и единственного.
His and I's kind of friendship and growth as two guys who could work together and get along as well as we do. I would say that one of the moments that kind of comes to mind was when he and I got into a bit of a riff season 1. And in 11 years, that's really the only time that he and I have ever combated each other. And I remember we got together right after that because we were both pretty upset. And we kind of looked at each other and were like, listen, that can't ever happen.
Однако завтрак закончился все-таки на веселой ноте, гавайским музицированием и потерявшим равновесие Падалеки.
Honestly, I just remember that
Singing.
I don't really remember a lot.
Capo, it's like a guitar. Capoed at the 5th fret, then 4 high strings. So a D chord would be a G.
Появление Джеев на основной панели разорвало сердца фанатов в клочья. Джаред и Дженсен вышли с Шепом и Томасом на руках, и они выглядели как настоящая, любящая семья. Накануне конвенции у старшего сына Падалеки был день рождения, и Джаред попросил аудиторию спеть «Happy Birthday to You», окончательно смутив малыша.
Tom, how old are you?
I'll imitate Tom.
Well, you all do me a huge favor and help me sing Happy Birthday to my 4-year-old. His name is Tom. 1, 2, oh yeah.
I love
Дженсен продолжил тему, рассказав, как они вместе отмечали день рождения Томаса в Ванкувере, запутав этим окончательно следы своего местоположения в те дни.
We were busy giving a concert of our own to Tom, who has now had us sing Happy Birthday to him a dozen times. In fact, last night at his little birthday dinner, he kept relighting the candle on the table, to which all of us were so proud because now he's a full pyro. And if there was ever any doubt that he was going to be mischievous, that got washed away yesterday.
There would never be any down.
No, I just said if there was ever a down, it's gone now. So.
Перейдя от семейных тем к сериальным, Джей ясно дали понять, что они не хотят заканчивать сверхъестественное и готовы еще к бог знает скольки сезонам.
So you guys have been in some pretty great horror movies in the past. Would you guys like to do that again, or do you have any plans to maybe get back into some of those?
No, we don't have plans to. No, we'll never do. That's not what I'm saying. I say no, we don't have any plans to. I don't know about Jared, but I've recently been getting the annual phone call from the agent going, okay, hiatus is coming up. I've got a few projects that might work within your time frame of availability, and I'm like, that's nice. Goodbye. And I really think that until this show comes to an end, which who knows? Who knows? Could be a year from now, could be 7 years from now. What?
7 years from now?
17 years?
Джаред признался, что играть Дина в «Девочках Гилмор» ему было не по себе, потому что Дин для него существует только один.
And it was weird, man. It was fun. I would have rather done it after Supernatural was over, but they were only filming for a couple months, so I had to do it during Supernatural. But I realized in playing Dean that there's only one Dean.
Поддавшись сентиментальной волне, ребята в шутку представили основную линию 13-го сезона. По их мнению, братья Винчестеры, открывшись друг другу, будут доказывать свою любовь. Ближе к концу панели ребятам задали вопрос про то, кем они восхищаются, и Дженсен рассказал про маленький ресторанчик в Лос-Анджелесе, в котором он встретил Ленни Кравица. И Джаред продемонстрировал эту мизансцену.
They're like having to like squeeze by the excuse me, pardon me.
Уже под занавес панели ребята разыграли еще одну сценку. На этот раз они вспомнили момент их первой встречи и первые мысли о друг друге.
I was like, wow, this guy is really tall and skinny.
And I was like, wow, this guy's handsome.
Maybe I didn't read the script right. I thought I was supposed to have a brother. That's one of the earlier. I don't remember getting the script originally, but I remember reading through it and being like, at the time, like Charmed was on, and Angel, and maybe Buffy was still on, and those are all great shows, but not the show I wanted to do next in my career. I was like, well, fun, but I wanted to do something a little bit grittier and more real, a little bit kind of like gnarlier. And they were like, no, listen, this is not going to be a show about like the goofy aspects of science fiction. It's going to be kind of gritty like X-Files. I was like, all right, well, send it to me, let me read it. And I read it and I was like, this kicks ass. Like we should definitely go after this. And so very shortly thereafter, probably within the span of a week or something, we were reading for the heads of the network in the studio, and we show up, and usually when you get to an audition, it's a horrifically anxiety-inducing process. And you usually walk in, and it's like all the guys who kind of look like you and are within 5 years of your age, either with this or that way. A lot of them have a lot more experience, and they're all talking about like this role they just did or that thing they did. It's a mortifying, just really dehumanizing experience. And so we get there, and I'm like, okay, every person who I've ever seen on a TV show or movie that's my age is going to be there auditioning for this pilot, because it was the big Warner Brothers pilot. So I show up, And Johnny Hanson walks in and is like, hey, you seen Days of Our Lives, Dark Angel and Smallville? Yeah, that's me.
And I knew he had. It was just a formality.
No, and so he walks in, we start talking. Hey, where you from? Texas. Me too. Who's your yeehaw? Ye frickin' ha.
Эта конвенция прошла в особенно теплой атмосфере, в которой было место и трогательным сентиментальным моментам, и ностальгическим воспоминаниям о первом знакомстве. Вульфхард и Элоре Тааль специально для территории J2.